Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Suya, Dermat Next Door. If you've ever tried a skincare trend because everyone online is doing it, or saved a reel thinking maybe this is the one that finally fixes my skin, this video is for you. Skincare trends move fast, skin biology moves slow. And that mismatch is exactly why so many people end up with irritation, pigmentation, acne flare ups, or skin that somehow looks worse after doing more. In my practice, I don't see viral skin, I see the after effects of viral skin. Redness that won't settle, pigmentation that suddenly appears, skin that reacts to products it used to tolerate just fine. So, today we're breaking down 5 extremely popular skincare trends that dermatologists quietly wish would disappear. Not because they are trendy, but because they ignore how skin actually works. This isn't about fear, this isn't about shaming, and this definitely is not about hating on skincare. This is about understanding your skin's biology so you stop accidentally working against it. Before you try another hack, another DIY, or another holy grail routine, watch this till the end. Let's start. Number one, baking soda for underarm pigmentation. This one refuses to die. People use baking soda on their underarms thinking it will exfoliate, lighten pigmentation, neutralize odor, detox the skin there. Here's what actually happens. Your skin has a protective outer system called the acid mantle, a thin acidic film made up of sebum, sweat, and skin cells. Healthy skin pH is around 4.5 to 5.5, and that acidity is not accidental. It keeps your barrier enzymes functioning, it holds skin cells tightly together, controls bacteria and fungi, prevents inflammation. Baking soda, on the other hand, has a pH of roughly 9. That's not mild exfoliation, that's chemical stress. When applied to the underarm area, the skin, which is already thin, prone to friction, sweat, hair follicles, frequent shaving, you trigger barrier disruption. What we see afterward, we see increased water loss, micro tears you can't see, chronic low grade inflammation, and here's the part most people miss. Inflammation stimulates melanocytes. In melanin rich skin, inflammation is equal to post inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So instead of lightening, baking soda often makes underarms darker, patchier, more sensitive, harder to treat long term. Just because something is marketed as natural or in your kitchen does not mean it is skin safe. Coming to the second trend, which is the 10-step Korean glass skin routine. Now, glass skin looks stunning online, but biologically, it is massively misunderstood. Korean skincare routines were developed for cooler climates, lower UV index, lower pollution exposure, different sebum production patterns. Indian skin lives in high heat, high humidity, high UV exposure, high pollution, higher pigmentation risk. Layering toners, essences, ampules, serums, creams, and oils does not automatically improve hydration. Hydration depends on barrier integrity, lipid balance, inflammation control, not product count. What we commonly see with overlayering is subclinical irritation, where there's no redness, but there is definitely damage underneath, acne flare ups, texture changes, pigmentation that worsens randomly. Why? Because excessive layering increases occlusion, ingredient overlap, product overload, fragrance sensitization. When the barrier is stressed, even hydrating ingredients become irritants. Camera glass skin is not equal to biologically healthy skin. For pigmentation prone skin, less but smarter always wins. Coming to a third trend, copying a celebrity skincare routine. This one is emotionally convincing and scientifically misleading. Celebrities post routines that look simple, relatable, affordable. What you don't see are lasers, chemical peels, injectables, prescription based retinoids, in clinic pigmentation treatments, regular dermatologist supervision. Those products are just maintenance, not transformation. Skin outcomes depend on genetics, hormones, acne and pigmentation history, your hormonal history, as I mentioned, barrier resilience, environment. Two people using the same routine can have opposite outcomes. That's not luck, that's just skin memory, and every skin is different. Skin remembers past inflammation, barrier trauma, UV exposure, over exfoliation. Your goal should not be celebrity skin. Your goal is your skin functioning well long term. Coming to our fourth trend, face sculptors, rollers, and gua shas. Let's be calm and factual here. These tools do have effects. They can temporarily reduce puffiness, improve lymphatic drainage, increase superficial circulation, help with muscle relaxation, maybe. What they cannot do, they cannot melt fat, lift sagging skin, reshape bone, reverse collagen loss. Those dramatic before afters rely on lighting, dehydration, facial tension changes, angles. Facial aging happens due to fat pad movement, bone resorption, collagen and elastin breakdown, muscle changes. Please know no external tool can alter anatomy. Use them if they feel relaxing, but just don't expect structural miracles here. And the last one, DIY sunscreen and natural SPF. This is the most dangerous trend here. Sunscreen is not about ingredients, it's about formulation and testing. SPF depends on chemical or mineral UV filters, exact UV filter concentration, uniform film formation, particle size, photo stability, real world testing. Randomly mixing zinc oxide, oils, or butters at home does not create a reliable UV protection. Uneven protection is worse than none. That leads to persistent pigmentation, accelerated skin aging, increased skin cancer risk. If it hasn't been tested, it hasn't been proven. Natural DIY sunscreen does not mean it is protective. If this video made you rethink even one skincare trend, that's a win. Most skincare trends fail because they ignore biology, and skin always collects the consequences later. This is part one because trust me, we've barely scratched the surface. Drop a comment and tell me which skincare trend do you keep seeing everywhere that you want me to speak on next. If this helped, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who's about to try a trend they saw online. I'm Dr. Sue, your dermat next door, and I'll see you in the next one.